front of me, I have some packages. Knock around. You saw this box yesterday, but I didn't open it. Do you notice anything different about me today from yesterday? If you don't know what knock around is, you're about to find out. You're also about to see why I couldn't use this yesterday. It's a pretty nice sticker. Ooh, it's in a little bag too. Look at that. Got a little fancy bag here. How do they look? I got custom ones, so I chose, I think it was like a smoke gray front with this like almost OD hunter green kind of arm. I wanted them subtle but different. I like green, so I went with that. Got polarized lenses, so that threw a few bucks on them. But they're like, it's like 25 bucks, maybe 30 with the polarized lens, but I mean, they fit pretty good. They're definitely not the same quality as my Ray-Bans. I couldn't wear them yesterday because I had my glasses on yesterday. Today I have contacts in, but it's also raining outside, so pretty much can't wear them today. The next one, what I've really been waiting for. Ooh, does anybody recognize the packaging? Can you see it? Try to get it pulled out there. Panorama. Recognize that? They sell photo supplies. What could possibly in here? No, it's not a new camera yet. I wish this was a Sony a6500. It is not. Totally didn't cut into the actual thing at all, but I think this is going to be really cool, and I've shown this to a friend who also thinks this is going to be really good, and I told him I'd give him a review on it once I got done playing with it. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sirui, I don't know. Came with a nifty little carrying case, which is nice. Something in another little bag. Allen keys. It is a selfie stick-like tripod. Okay, what it is, it's a tabletop tripod. It looks, when it's all folded up, it looks like a selfie stick. Now, yes, it is adjustable, so that's cool. So, could be this big. Could be this big. It's got a carabiner in there so you can clip it off the bottom. I believe you can also remove the base in the ball head and you can make it a table, like it's a tabletop, but I think you can make it really small. Let's see, unlock this way. Maybe that is unlocked. Oh, okay. Can't really see it, but there, now it's locked in. Now the reason I like this is because I don't have to have the legs out all the time. I like something like this. This is, right now I'm filming on the 70D, and that's on the big Gorilla Pod. That's probably about 1.5 of these, so it's maybe half the size larger, but way more beefier. But yes, these you can wrap around things. I don't really like this one because I'm not gonna bend it out of shape now because it's hard to get back into shape. With the Gorilla Pod, you can kind of just do this and squeeze them and they go back. That not so much, but this I like a lot because like it's like it fits really good in the hand right there. That's a pretty good grip. I can make it a nice compact size, so it's even smaller. It's smaller than this thing. I mean, if I want to too, I can also take the head off and just have the camera here, and it would be that long. Let's see what this piece is. So okay, this is a shorter version of this. My guess is it would sit somewhere about that height, so it would bring it down like an inch. I don't understand why. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know, this is the shorter version of the center column, so I can make it smaller. Don't want it any smaller. I like the height of it here. Ooh. Ah. One thing I immediately do not like is it's a screw. It doesn't have the quick, the D-ring that you drop down. I'd like to replace the seat. It's got a, it won't focus. It uses an Allen key to make sure it's tight. I mean, you can use a flathead screwdriver as well. But I'd prefer to hopefully replace it with one with a D-ring, so you don't need a tool at all. That kind of sucks. I don't like that. But right now, that's the only thing I don't like. Because I don't keep it on here. I don't want to keep, especially with the G7X, it looks like I might be able to open the door, but I don't want to keep the faceplate on all the time. Nope, see, I can't open the door. And that is all the way. There's a cat on the table. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bummer right there. I mean, we can work with it. I mean, it's pretty good. And then I can set it down here. I mean, it's obviously a little crooked, but, you know, I think it'll work. When it's up, it's got considerably more height than one of these guys. And it's definitely taking the weight of the G7X, no problem. Ooh. That's interesting. It's magnetic. That's cool. So if you plop it on something metal, that's aluminum. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. If you plop it down on something metal, it's going to hold it in there. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to switch over and put the 70D on here now and see how that feels. Wow, those color levels are a lot different. All right, now I purposefully put the G7X on that little annoying black and blue tripod because I have the big jobby here. So this is the big jobby, and this is the new Sirui, but compact. I mean, just look at that. That's crazy. Now, if we extend it, again, this is the big center one. Here's the small, the short center post. If we extend it, it's pretty close. Like, it's not bad at all. And I don't know how good this is for the tripod, but I mean, you could probably, I could feel them squishing, so I probably won't use it that way, but in a pinch, if I needed to do that to get a shot, it gets even taller than the jobby. I wouldn't recommend that though. I could feel them giving backwards, and I'd prefer to not do that. I feel like that might break. In a pinch, if I needed to get that extra little something, I would go for it. But yeah, all in all, that's not bad at all. I saw this through a YouTube video that I'll link in the description below, and he was using it with a Sony a6500 with a microphone and a monitor put on the Sony. So like, he was using this with what probably weighed, like the Sony is a lot smaller and lighter than my 70D. That's 100% given. But adding a monitor and a microphone on top of it, I think that's probably going to, at the very least, put it at the same weight as this. Now the plus with the 70D is that the door for the battery is way on the side, so that's nothing to worry about, as well as the memory card being on the side of the camera. So you don't have to worry about the tripod mount getting in the way of that. Like, if I was going to use this camera every day, I would probably just leave that on. If I end up getting my 6500, which I really hope to get, I would probably just leave it on that because I'd use that a lot more than the G7X. Now the weight on the 70D is considerably more than the weight on the G7X, but I mean, it's pretty solid. I wouldn't switch directly to this as my main rig. I would still probably at least carry this one with me for a while until I knew this would work, felt comfortable. Like this one, I don't know, I've never done it with the 70D. I see people doing it, but holding it upside down with the camera attached to it, I wouldn't trust that on this one just yet, just because if you look at it, it's not as beefy. But I mean, it's pretty solid. And then if we drop it down, oh, that's 100%. That's not going anywhere. That's really good. I mean, the ball head is all aluminum. The base plate and everything, that's all aluminum. It wasn't flush. It wasn't perfectly flush. Now it is. Let's see the fluidity of the ball head. Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's a pretty solid looking rig right there. Let's raise it and see what happens. And this, it gets pretty high, but I'm gonna just kind of hold it and touch it. I'm gonna do this. It comes up. I wouldn't set this up fully extended and walk away, at least not with the 70D on it. A good wind, a bump, a shake, someone just brushing up against it, I'd be afraid that it's too top heavy and it's gonna come down. But lowered, rock solid. Maybe with the G7X on it, I'd trust it fully extended walking away, but I would still prefer to have the Jobby. Now it's lowered to the shorter stance. I would trust walking away and filming something like that. And really, if you want to look at it, something like that, you know, the camera would be up here, so you're not losing much, and I could still elevate it if I need to. Still really like this tripod, but for the weight and the size, this thing's great. I might not bring this at all to London. I might only bring this. I have plenty of time to play with this before I actually go, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this tripod for the next few weeks and let you know what I think about it. The cat is playing with my new glasses, so let's take those away from her. But on that note, it's time to wrap this up because it's Tuesday, and Tuesday means swimming. So I need to go get changed so I can go swim some laps. If you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that big red button down below if you haven't already. If you did, thank you very, very much. Ring that bell next to that subscribe button once you've hit it, and give me that thumbs up on this side of the screen. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Thank you.